Mark Zuckerberg is one of the youngest people ever to become a billionaire. He has changed countless lives by connecting different people around the world through Facebook. Heck, Facebook even provides free internet access to impoverished countries. Of course, Facebook is the internet offered, but at least it's something. However, as successful as Mark Zuckerberg is, he is also extremely hated. Why is this though? He is hated because he has shown shady business practices, he has an incentive to invade the user's privacy, and last but not least, his body behavior makes him look very suspicious. In this video, I'm going to show you how this all adds up and how you can change all of this in your personal life. So let's go and learn from Mark's mistakes. Number 1, shady business practices. Yeah, I know, shocker. But honestly, things like conducting psychological tests on 70,000 unconsenting users, improper harvesting of data for ad targeting during the 2016 elections, be fined $5 billion for violating user privacy in 2019, and how, according to the Facebook papers, Facebook puts profits above user safety. Oh man, I mean, you can really see why this is all wrong, right? All of these shady business practices have made happy users mistrust the company and their CEO, Mark Zuckerberg. People who thought that they had complete privacy, or at least sufficient privacy, have learned that in fact they do not have such a thing. Additionally, involving yourself in political issues like the election is a pretty big deal. Democracy is very important, and those that try to tamper with it rightfully face the public's wrath. Along with putting profits above the user's safety and privacy, it is no surprise that Mark Zuckerberg is one of the most distrusted people in the world. Trust is something that is hard to earn and easy to break. So when people who just wanted to connect with others through Facebook found out that they could be part of an experiment or that their privacy could be invaded, they rightfully grew harsh feelings for Mark. So learn from this. If someone gives you a secret or information, you should not profit from it by selling it to the highest bidder. If you lose your trustworthiness, not only do you lose friends, family, other relationships, and more, you also lose yourself. Number 2, business model invades users' privacy. One thing to note though is that although Facebook has mined people's data and perform unconsenting tests, they're not alone. Yet, they're one of the companies that receives most of the hate. For example, TikTok overtook YouTube in average view duration, but they are also known for having shady business practices. Yet, people happily use TikTok every day. And other companies like Google, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, and many other platforms are also incentivized to mine our data for profits. That is their business model, and that is why their services are free. We, the users, get to have access to amazing entertainment, education, and instant connection to people around the world. But the price is our information. So why is Mark still one of the most hated? Well, of course, I believe that it's because Facebook has shown that they invaded more people's privacy than the other companies. However, I still believe that the other companies are just as dirty. We just don't hear about it much. It seems that Facebook gets most of the hate because they are the ones in the spotlight. So how does this really relate to us? Understanding that having too much information in your social media accounts is a liability. Be very careful what type of information you're willing to share to the world. Mere jokes can get you in a lot of trouble. Just look at how many people got fired because they shared sensitive information in their social media account. And yeah, it could have been years ago, but that still holds you liable. Number 3, distrustful body behavior. Now, the next thing that we can learn from Mark Zuckerberg is how important body language really is. Mark Zuckerberg has been called an alien, a robot, and a lizard. It is not surprising as to why though. He is a pretty weird guy. Just the way that he has an extreme monotone voice, how he fake smiles, and how he drinks as if he didn't know how to. Even little things like how he blinks make people mistrust him. His body language is not of normal people. He gives off a vibe that causes discomfort and makes people feel as if he is not human, therefore causing his trust to be questioned. What you can learn from this is to increase your social skills and your body behavior. Being too distant and awkward can give off signs of mistrust or incorrect assumptions about you. And hey, look, I personally still struggle with this. At times, I can be very monotone, and if I am not careful on how I say my words, they certainly come off as if I'm cold or mean. However, if I just add a little bit of intonation or emotion, the same words that made me come off as mean or cold now sound normal and even warming at times. And number 4, Mark's path to success. In the movie The Social Network, we get to see how Facebook Facebook came to be. It shows how the young Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea of Facebook from the Winklevoss twins. The Winklevoss twins just wanted to hire Mark to code their idea, but Mark just stole it and called it his own. And later, his business partner, Eduardo Severin, and also his friend who helped fund Facebook, was betrayed by none other than Mark Zuckerberg. Eduardo's shares were diluted to make room for other investors. But this was Eduardo's mistake. This is because he signed away his shares not knowing what he had signed. He trusted the documents that Mark presented to him, but this is where Eduardo was wrong. Success does come in different shapes, and there are many ways to get there. However, this does not mean that every way to get there is okay. What do you really profit from if you gain the world but lose your soul? You might have money, status, and luxury cars, heck, even some sexual appeal, but if the price was your soul, it is as if you don't have anything. Make sure you like this video if you actually liked it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Stay sharp, ImprovementGang. I'll see you on the next video.